launch new ecotourism park. Buku fish prices hit record highs. And Motorsport set to join Tobago's October Carnival calendar. Good evening, I am Renessa Ortiz and you're locked into Tobago Updates television news for Tuesday, 21st April 2026. Now to our top story. A major shift in Tobago's tourism strategy took root this weekend as the Richmond Ecotourism Park officially opened its doors. The project represents a landmark partnership between village youth and international conservationists. Joel Green-George reports on how this local initiative is redefining the island's green economy.
It is a transformation from the block to the riverbank. On Sunday, the Glamorgan Youth Foundation joined officials to commission the Richmond Ecotourism Park. The facility, supported by the Caribbean Natural Resources Institute, Canary, is designed to turn the village's natural assets into sustainable jobs. Tobago East Member of Parliament David Thomas says the vision of the young men behind the project won him over during a visit to his office.
Right, they came to my office and we had a conversation. And I would tell you, the conversation they had with me, of course, triggered by Miss McIntosh. It was a conversation that captured every part of this gentleman you see standing here. I was actually seeing people belonging to a village who wanted to do something else but lime on the block.
The park features river trails and infrastructure that highlight the ridge-to-reef beauty of East Tobago. However, the journey to this ribbon cutting was not without struggle. Deputy Chief Secretary Dr. Faith Brebner revealed that the foundation's leader nearly walked away from the project during a difficult period.
And that was the day they told me they were planning to give up. I'm not calling all your name, but you know who you are, right? You know who you are. You know who you are, right? And I reminded you all that that was just one moment in time. And that coming out of that one moment in time, other things, better things, fresh things, important things would happen.
Those better things are now a reality. The park is a primary example of community-led tourism, where residents manage the environment while generating income. Dr. Brebner believes this model is essential for the island's future.
Someone somewhere spoke about community tourism, and you all took it and ran with it. And I want to say to you, thank you. I want to say to you, continue working hard, and I want to continue committing my support and the support of the Tobago House of Assembly so that, as Joshelle said, when this gets even bigger, we could all say, yeah, remember when it started? Remember how it started? Remember what we had to do to get it to this point? And each of you would know that it came from within you.
With the park now open to the public, the focus shifts to maintenance and growth. Officials are urging the community to protect this new asset as a symbol of local pride. For Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Joel Green-George.
Every cast of the nets tell a story, and in Tobago, every catch feeds a community. Fresh fish prices across Tobago are showing a sharp divide between coastal villages and urban hubs this April. New data from the Tobago's Consumer Affairs Unit from March 31st to April 3rd reveals Buku as the most expensive location for seafood. Red snapper and grouper are currently peaking at $35 per pound in the west. In contrast, rural villages like Charlottesville and Delaford offer more relief for consumers. Most species there remain a flat rate of $25 per pound. Bargain hunters should head to Castara for the island's lowest price point. Shark is currently retailing there for just $15. Industry experts note that prices in Scarborough and Pigeon Point remain high due to heavy demand. Meanwhile, the All Tobago Fisherfolk Association continues to monitor how fuel costs impact these supply rates. Residents are encouraged to compare village rates to find the best value this week. The sounds of screeching tires and high-revving engines may soon become a permanent fixture of Tobago's sporting landscape. Following the recent Ultimate 660 street racing event, the administration is revealing plans to utilize motorsport as a key attraction for the upcoming October Carnival. Alia Balgobin has more in this report.
With unfettered access now granted to local associations, the move aims to transform street racing from an informal hobby to a structured revenue-generating pillar for the island's tourism product. The 660 Street Drag Race has served as more than just a competition. It is a testing ground for the future of the sport in Tobago. Chief Secretary Fali Augustine and TMA are currently reviewing the logistical success of recent events to determine how motorsport can bolster the island's appeal during the peak October period.
It is something that we're considering, something in the month of October. We have several events on our calendar right now. That includes the closing off of Belmont Road. Where we do the hill test. We use the parade ground. In fact, the motorsport got from my administration unfettered access to the parade ground. Any time of the day, week, they can use parade ground without a cost attached.
The focus has shifted towards a post-mortem analysis of recent drag racing events. The Secretary of Youth Empowerment and Sport emphasized that this pilot project is designed to gauge public passion and safety standards before rolling out more frequent schedules.
So what we are looking at, this would be what you call the pilot project. From this, we would roll out a plan to see how often we can have this. From this, after the post-mortem, when we meet with the Tobago Motorsport Association, we would see how frequently we could have this, recognizing how passionate people are about motorsport on the island.
As the Tobago Motorsport Association meets with the administration to finalize a long-term plan, the ultimate goal remains clear: to harness the local passion and turn it into world-class spectacle for 2026 October Carnival. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am Alia Balgobin.
Up next, TTRNA, nurses draw the line from April 28th.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
The Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Baby, when you whine on me, somebody get the phone, go the telephone. I get wet. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there.
Thank you for staying with us. The nation's healthcare system is bracing for a seismic shift as the Trinidad and Tobago Registered Nurses Association prepares to enforce strict standards of international patient-to-nurse ratios. Dubbed Total Nursing Care, the movement begins April 28th and promises to fundamentally alter operations at the Eric Williams Medical Sciences Complex. Joel Green-George reports.
For decades, nursing personnel in Trinidad and Tobago have operated under the weight of a staggering 3,000-person vacancy gap. But TTRNA President I.D. Stewart says the era of nurses carrying the burden of systemic failure ends next week. Starting Tuesday, April 28th, the union is mandating a maximum ratio of 1 nurse to 6 patients, a significant drop from the 1 to 23 ratios reported in some wards.
As we look forward to April 28th, the start of total nursing care, TTNA is on the wards of Eric Williams Medical Science Complex to ensure all systems are go.
Stewart isn't just making a request, he's issuing a directive backed by legal firepower. The association is distributing standardized forms that allow staff to formally notify supervisors when they have reached their safe capacity.
We're going to be giving out the requisite forms to inform your supervisor that under no circumstance you will be going above the internationally accepted patient-to-nurse ratio. So far the response is extremely good.
The move comes as healthcare data for 2026 shows a 10% shortage of registered nurses locally, while management at the North Central Regional Health Authority has recently attempted to fill gaps with 50 new recruits. Stewart labels the effort a drop in the bucket. He warns that any attempt by hospital chairmen to bypass these new limits will be met with immediate legal resistance.
But if any nursing supervisor, if any GM of nursing, if any CEO, if any chairman wants to force you to work beyond your limit, your safe, acceptable limits, and risk your license, you just call me. You just call any member of the association, and we will be there in a heartbeat. Yeah? We are preparing our lawyers. We are preparing our team.
With pre-action protocol letters already drafted, the TTRNA is signaling that patient safety and professional licensing now outweigh hospital throughout. For Tobago Updates Television News, I'm Jewel Green-George.
Tobago's fight against crime has a new leader at the helm. Assistant Commissioner of Police Rishmi Singh officially started his duties on the island. He brings 29 years of experience within the TTPS to the post. ACP Singh previously led the Northern and Northeastern divisions in Trinidad, and his arrival follows a sharp rise in regional violence. Recent CAPA data ranks Tobago among the areas with the highest gang-related murders. Yesterday, Singh met with the Chief Secretary, Farley Augustine, at the office of the Chief Secretary. The THA has pledged his full support to the police to ensure public safety, and ACP Singh is calling for an all-of-society approach to policing. He says the focus must shift toward crime prevention rather than just enforcement. Both the leaders say they are optimistic about this new era of collaboration. New and disturbing details tonight in the investigation into the killing of Corporal Anuska Eversley. An autopsy has officially ruled out the initial theory that she was shot. As the hunt for the remaining stolen arsenal continues, Commissioner Alistair Guerrero has revealed a more violent reality behind the breach at the San Fernando Municipal Police Headquarters. Joel Green-George has this update.
The investigation into the death of Corporal Anuska Eversley took a sober turn today. While early reports suggested the mother of 3 died from a gunshot wound to the neck, forensic results tell a different story. Commissioner Alistair Guerrero confirmed the findings at a media briefing.
The cause of death has been determined as strangulation. accompanied by blunt force and sharp force traumatic injuries to the body. What was initially suspected to be a gunshot wound has now been clarified by the forensic pathologist's findings.
The brutality of the attack highlights the desperation of the perpetrators. Police are currently holding 6 men, aged 16 to 33, while 2 women and 1 man previously detained were released. Progress is also being made in the recovery of the stolen munitions. The TTPS has now retrieved 38 firearms and 929 rounds of ammunition. The recovered cache includes 35 pistols and a submachine gun. However, with 58 guns originally reported missing, 18 firearms remain on the streets.
The TTPS is actively pursuing several interventions aimed at not only the San Fernando Municipal Police, but across the wider municipal service. These measures will seek to address existing gaps and implement significant changes to safeguard against reoccurrences of this nature. Immediate reforms are being introduced to strengthen firearms storage and ensure strict adherence to relevant policies and standing orders.
Investigators are continuing to interview Eversley's colleagues to identify any further accomplices. The Prime Minister previously labelled the incident an internal betrayal. Beyond the criminal probe, the Ministry of Homeland Security is now conducting a sweeping review of security protocols across all municipal stations to prevent another deadly breach. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The news will continue in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update all the time. Join the conversation and find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat, we'll be right back.
Taking long to play the card. I'm all inside you showing good, but yo, what school you went by?
Diane Bishops by
Bishops?
Yeah, sure, we know the baddest that's come out of Bishops, sir.
The baddest?
But telling her,
we know the baddest. Why one night and night, and I is the baddest.
My Bishop is the best.
Yo, what's going on with Tola? Here, what's going on? It's only one way to settle this. We'll be live on Youth Voice TV, where I, your host, Multibase, will be hosting the Rep Your School DJ competition, where DJs will go head-to-head in a crazy battle to secure the title. We have cash prizes of $10,000 to come out and win, and a lot of amazing prizes. Guys, what are you waiting for? Let me come out, come and showcase your skills. Come, let me do some jobs.
So guys, there are 2 categories for DJs that are out of school up to 35 years. And for the DJs that are currently in school, it must be up to 19 years of age. So guys, get ready. It's all about Rep Your School. It's all about the DJ competition.
Who will bring the best vibes? Who can control the crowd? And who will earn the bragging rights? You get a chance to be a part and witness the rise of the new DJ generation. So this is Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ, live on Tobago Updates. Stay tuned.
Youth Voice, Rep Your School DJ competition. Rep Your School.
Okay. 335, 336, 337, 338, 339.
Counting on your fingers again. No wonder you lose your business.
Grandpa, thanks for helping me start over.
You not lucky in business, you know. As a child, you tried to sell hog plum. That failed. As a teenager, you and your boyfriend tried to break into the jewelry business. But hey, where that boy end up?
He live in Aruka in the Grove. The golden one.
Oh, child, if you want to get into business, you have to have your financial records intact. But do you know your numbers?
Of course, 624 333.
No, child, your numbers, your ratios, your equity ratios. You have a financial handicap.
What?
You need to see somebody about that. Anderson!
Who?
Anderson in Trinidad and Tobago. They offer tax and accounting services. They know about financial management.
Grandpa, I started this business with nothing.
And nothing is what you will end up with unless you call Anderson Services. Here.
Okay, this card is nice.
Yeah.
What's this?
Your rental fee. Have business will pay rent. Hot and groovy in the soca party.
Welcome back. Sidey's Sporting Club edged Stokely Vale 4-3 in a thrilling TTFA Under-15 Youth League clash at the Dwight York Stadium, with both teams producing an action-packed contest. A late surge from Sidey's in the second half secured the comeback victory in tightly contested encounter. Here are the details.
Sidey Sports Club got off to a strong start, with player number 7, Kirill second, opening the scoring in the 15th minute. However, Stokely Vale responded quickly, as number 9, Nickel Sandy, equalized in just 2 minutes later in the 17th minute. Stokely Vale then took control of the match, finding the back of the net twice in a quick succession. Player number 14, Amani Julian, scored in the 26th minute, followed by another goal from Nickel Sandy in the 28th minute, to give his team a 3-1 advantage. Just before the halftime whistle, Sidey Sports Club pulled one back through player number 11, Kylan Crooks, to head into the break, trailing 3-2. In the second half, Sidey Sports Club showed determination and composure. Kylan Crooks struck again in the 67th minute to level the score, setting up a tense finish. With momentum on their side, Sidey Sports Club pushed forward and were rewarded when Kyril second netted his second goal of the match in the 70th minute. The late strike sealed a dramatic comeback victory for Sidey Sporting Club in a highly competitive contest. Reporting for Tobago Updates Television News, I am AMPLIA Balgobin.
If you were anywhere near the track this weekend, you didn't just hear the engines, you felt them. The Ultimate 660 Street Race turned up the heat, from record-setting times to a push for permanent infrastructure. The stakes on the asphalt were higher than ever. AMPLIA Balgobin was at the finish line to capture the adrenaline and win.
The legal way to race on the streets, and we had a great day yesterday. The ultimate.
Competition was fierce at the recent 660 drags, but for one racer, the event was more than just about speed. It was about representation. Christina Tam Samuel, the sole female competitor in the lineup, claimed a hard-fought second place. Despite being outnumbered on the grid, Tam Samuel noted that her newly modified machine lived up to the expectations during its first official time system test.
Ultimate 6660. Ultimate 6660. Ultimate 6660. Ultimate 6660 streets.
To be honest, is usually a typical experience. Anytime I go drag racing, we only have a few females at any point in time. This time I was the only one, but as I said, it's usually pretty typical. It was a nice feeling. I knew my car was ready. We just modified it. So this is the first time we tested it out on a time system. So I knew it was ready to race. I was hoping for first, but that's okay.
The success of the event has reignited conversations about the future of local motorsports. Tam Samuel believes the island is perfectly positioned to become a regional hub for racing enthusiasts.
Ultimate 666 streets, streets. Ultimate 666 streets.
I was really excited. I felt like the Tobago car scene, the Tobago racing scene has been building for a while. The drifting has been doing well. The King of the Hill, those things have been doing really well. And I'm so happy that they took this initiative and started drag racing. I think Tobago has a beautiful landscape to have drag racing behind it. Any type of motorsport racing.
However, the top spot on the podium belonged to Jason Caton, who took home the win in a nail-biting final. Caton clocked a blistering best time of 6.3 seconds, narrowly beating out Tam Samuel's 6.6. For Caton, the victory is a testament to the talent in Tobago, but he emphasized that for the sport to truly boost local tourism, the long-awaited dedicated track remains the missing piece of the puzzle.
Feels good. It was a lot of excitement and a lot of pressure at the same time. Yeah, it was pretty good, running against her. Competition was stiff because my best time was 6.3 and hers was 6.706, I believe. Yeah, so it was good. Yeah, I believe tourism would benefit a lot. Speaking with most of the racers, they're in full support for the track in Tobago. So we're just waiting and hoping it to play out.
Pressure now shifts to infrastructure to keep the pace with the talent. This is Aaliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Tobago's sporting talent is once again in the spotlight as the Team TTO Under-16 Girls National Netball team returns home decorated in gold. The young Calypso girls secured a historic victory at the 2026 Jean Pierre Youth Netball Championship, proving that the future of sport is bright in the Sister Isle. Alia Balgobin has the details.
Intensity, discipline, and a hunger for victory define the journey of the Under-16 national squad this year. After weeks of grueling preparation, the team dominated the court at the Jean Pierre Youth Netball Championship, reclaiming their spot at the top of the Caribbean standings. According to coach Kyla Wilson, the success is no accident, but rather the result of a high-pressure environment designed to mimic international standards.
The program is vigorous, it is intense. The Kemba brings her expertise in that defensive area, attacking area, and that aggression that is needed. And so far, the program bearing fruit because we have players nationally selected now. And over the years, we have done that.
Leading the championship winning side requires more than just physical skill. It takes mental fortitude. Vice Captain Kamaya Anderson reflected on the weight of leadership and the collective effort required to maintain harmony within high-stakes team environment.
I know dealing with a lot of players at the same time is really challenging, especially on the coaches. It is a weight on the coaches.
For the players, the early morning and physical tours were made easier by the bond they shared. Player Kayla James noted that the championship trophy was won long before the final whistle. It was won in the moments they pushed each other during training.
It was motivating, having people to rely on, people to motivate you when you were down. Sometimes when you're waking up early to go to training and you feel like, wow, I have to wake up. But you remember that your team is counting on you to pull your weight, and when each and every one of us pulled our weights, we gained the rewards of winning the championship.
With the Caribbean title secured, the focus now shifts to sustainability. Coach Kemba Duncan believes that while Tobago has the raw talent to dominate the region, the infrastructure for early preparation must be the next priority to ensure this victory isn't just a one-off.
I do think that we have a lot of talent in Tobago. We just need to ensure that our preparations start a little earlier and we have more persons on board to get the opportunity.
As the celebrations continue, these young athletes serve as a reminder that with the right coaching and community support, Tobago's athletes can counter at any stage. Aaliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
The weather report when we return.
Sofa Factory is here in Tobago. Conveniently located Montessori Drive, Glen Road, Scarborough. Up to 20% off on select sofas for customization. Deals on some sofas from as low as $4,000 until stocks last. 10% off on all wardrobes. Half off on shower heads with the purchase of a vanity set. Come in and experience the new way to shop for furniture and see the quality in person.
Baby, when you whine on me, somebody get the phone, go on the telephone. I get wet. I get wet. I get wet. I'm looking all through the party. I hope I find you there.
Welcome back. Now for a look at the weather update from the TNT Met office. Tonight will be mostly fair and slightly hazy except for the odd shower. The minimum temperature is forecast to be around 24 degrees Celsius at both Piaco and the Crown Point. Tomorrow will be predominantly sunny and slightly hazy despite the low 30% chance of brief afternoon showers favoring western and hilly areas. A mild concentration of Saharan dust is expected in the atmosphere. Persons sensitive to this air quality change should take the necessary precautions. The maximum temperature tomorrow is expected to reach around 33 degrees Celsius at Piaco and 31 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Seas will be slight to moderate with waves up to 1.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 5:51 and sunset at 6:17. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates news. Have a great night and let's recap the headlines. East Tobago Youth and Canary launch new ecotourism park. Buku fish prices hit record highs. And Motorsport set to join Tobago's October Carnival calendar.